the time has come. Almost a week after Oxnard disappointingly dropped into our laps, JID comes to bless us with heat, also known as DiCaprio 2. If you want to know what I thought of it, stay tuned. Alright, right off the bat he hits us with some of that old school rap skit action, hilariously flipping through channels. He has a hip-hop discovery channel kind of skit where he's talking about seeing some wild people backstage with guns that don't even fit into their pants and loads of money, followed by a pretty risque phone operator asking you to dial in. It transitions very nicely into the dark side of slick talk. He comes in super hot. Activate. I can't even rhyme it because it's so slick. And anybody that knows JID knows his wordplay is crazy, tongue twister complex. But it's a super sick song. What a way to start the album. And then the beat switch goes absolutely insane. I took some notes here. Bars. I love the Wild West whistle in the loop. It just goes hard, and it's a perfect way to greet those familiar as well as new listeners. Goes into Westbrook, damn. Aesop Ferg comes in with the fire, the horns in the build-up, waiting for that drum drop, but it actually doesn't come in. What we get is a pretty openly hollow pipe sound, but JID spits hot fire. The second verse actually is, I think, 90% of his XXL cypher from earlier this year. And if you remember my video from back then, he was paired with Ski Mask the Slump God. Oh my days, that was ridiculous. He cops his impressive cypher there and adds a little bit more heat rock to it. Another banger. Off D's, everybody knows Off D's. Actually, I didn't like this beat that much when I first heard it. I found that kind of irritating, but of course, how can you not like this song after repeated plays? JID, once again, speeds through it like a NASCAR, or more accurately an Indy car, just flying through the track. And then he drops the baton off to J. Cole, who I think took the nap rap jokes pretty close to heart because he annihilates this beat. I actually feel he has a better verse than JID. Sacrilegious, I know, because he's been tearing this album up so far, but with lines like, Terminator, I got a Chrome 5 that no one got, and just the way that he ends it with suicide doors on my Phantom, that's just crazy talk. I get into notable lyrics later in the video, but I just gotta shout out the Duck Hunt bar. Hilarious. Off the Zonkies, kind of slows things down a little bit, but I love the message. It's talking about falling back on all the drugs, all the drug talk, sipping lean. He's got homies that have died from that stuff. Unfortunately, rap extols that right now. Everybody's popping pills. Everybody's talking about Xans, and there's even rappers named Xans. Like, give me a break. He's talking about clearing your mind, getting that out of your system, and rapping for rap's sake, and living life without, the substance. You can live life without that kind of stuff in your system. Positive message there. Working out. I first heard this track on the Colors YouTube channel. Shout outs to Colors. Absolutely loved it. From the Real Madrid jersey. Boo. I'm a Liverpool fan. Screw Sergio Ramos. But the jersey was fit. And the color, just a dark purple. I really enjoyed it. The sample by Helen Mural, Don't Explain, beautiful. Reminds me of a rainy little coffee shop in Seattle, but with, the complex lyricism we've come to expect by JID. I really like the message here. It's talking about fame. It's talking about he's raising, his status level is raising in the rap game, but it's not quite working out how he expected. Then he kind of parlays into a woman who's working out and has a new job. Clever little wordplay there. I loved this track. And at this point in the album, it starts out really high energy, and then kind of along the lines of the Never story, it dips into a more sing-songy, very casual approach. It's comparable, although I think this is the better song, to Hereditary and All Bad. Really deep cuts off of Never. I really like this album, if you can't tell already. I'm not going to do all the tracks, obviously, because that would take a super long video, but shout outs to Tide, with Six Lack or Black or however you say that. I really like the vivid storytelling there about a date gone wrong. The girl won't return her sweater. She won't even split the popcorn with him. Strawberry, RIP to Mac. He arranged this sequence of instruments. He's got BJ on the hook. An amazing verse that he spits about the women. He's got a beautiful sample that's looped, subtle drums and bongos in there. You know I'm a sucker for those bongos. What a beautiful song. And it comes with one of our notable lyrics, which we'll get into later. Shout out to Feminem. Hotbox, gotta give a shout out to METHOD, man. For those who are just huge hip hop heads like myself, Method and Black Thought were actually on Funk Flex. I think it was Funk Flex. No, it might have been Sway. Anyways, they did a freestyle and they did it to the beat Never. And when they tried to change the beat, Method Man was like, no, that's JID. That's the man. He's the man. I thought that was a really cool shout out to from a legend to an up and comer. And lo and behold, he has him on his album. I thought that was sick. I really like this track because it's just about smoking, all the ways that you can get the money and get the smoke going. Method Man, obviously his smoke-filled self. Didn't know JID was such a smoker, but whatever, it's all good. And then Joey Badass comes in. I really enjoyed Joey's album. I don't think it got a whole lot of love or play out there, which was unfortunate. I think it dropped, it dropped right around the time of Damn, Kendrick, so good luck there, Joey. Despacito 2. To be honest, when I first saw this track on the track list, I go, okay, how's he gonna rip this beat up? Because that was one of the most popular songs of the last year. What we got was a really dark and grimy beat where he talked about you can do or be whatever you want, as long as you put your mind to it. I thought that was a really good message amidst all the street life and everything that he talks about. It's talking about, of course, you put your mind to it and you stop taking those crazy drugs, you can be what you want to be. Notable lyrics. Oh man, I've been waiting for this one. Well, I didn't put everything down and I have only listened to the album about 5 times. Definitely not enough time to digest everything that he's saying. I do want to give shout outs to quite a few lyrics. We've got I had a dream of eating lamb in a lamb right off of Slick Talk, right before that beat switches. That was a shout, and I think a lot of people on Twitter were blowing that one up as well. On the outro to Working Out with one of his homies shouting at him about getting that Dreamville money, he says J. Cole got all that money but still looks like someone wants to borrow your charger. Come on, man, let me just get it to 10%, you can have it back. I thought that was solid. J. Cole with the line, if they want to duck, then I'm playing Duck Hunt in real life, not in Nintendo. What a verse, what a bar. I really think he honestly stole the show on that track, off D's. JID with a simple line, I'm not a dope man, but I am the dopest of men. I thought that was fresh. And of course, the sickest line I think on the album, from what I've tuned in so far, off of Strawberry. My homegirl rap and she a feminist. She hold it down for the women, I call her feminine. Ha! What? Are you kidding me? Rating. What else do you think I'm gonna give it? 10 out of 10. Boom, 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 boom. Flames. I wish my hair could light on fire. I felt the steam coming out of my ears as I bumped this in the car and then transitioned to headphones. An amazing album. I think it's album of the year. I know we're getting close to the end here, but it is going to dominate the rap charts. This is a 100% rap album. No poppy tracks, no soft lyrics, no short little bridge into the hook. This is hip hop. This is 2018, the year of JID. Get the hell out of here. Lyrics, beats, longevity. That's my album. For those that have never heard of JID and are interested or curious based upon the internet hype, be prepared to be blown away. And then I implore you, go check out the Never Story. You heard it here first. 10 out of 10, album of the year. DiCaprio 2, JID.